Hey everybody, it's Lisa from lisafabrica.com, and I'm reporting to you today from beautiful Florida. It's a very windy day, but it's beautiful. But I'm actually making this video really quickly because I'm about to jump on a plane to go to Panama for the next 3 weeks. And I'll definitely be keeping in touch with you from there. So what I want to talk to you about today is a topic that I've been thinking about a lot lately, and it's something that has been coming up a lot with my clients. And that is the topic of what to do when you experience really strong emotions that might feel a little overwhelming. Technically, what we tend to do with those kinds of feelings is reach for food or wine or something like that. But as you know, that can sabotage your detox efforts. So I want to give you some of my reasons for why we want to fully feel our feelings. And I think they'll be helpful, but they'll definitely be different than what most people tell you. So a common thing that I hear is that if you tend to be a sensitive person, and you probably are if you're watching this video, because a lot of the women that I work with tend to be very sensitive. And so feelings can feel really overwhelming and really strong, much more so than for the average person. Now, most of what people who deal with people who are very sensitive will tell you is things surrounding things like, take it easy, don't let things upset you, try to set boundaries, stay away from situations that are draining. But I don't agree with that. I actually think that the most important thing is to put yourself in situations where you're going to have strong emotions and fully feel your feelings. I'm not saying to purposely put yourself in an upsetting situation, but what I am saying is don't avoid situations just because you're a little afraid of what feelings might come up, because then you're missing out on a lot. And the reason we want to fully feel our feelings is threefold. So, number one, fully feeling your feelings expands your capacity to feel. And so the more you allow yourself to fully let your feelings come up, as uncomfortable as they may be, the more you're able to handle strong emotions, and the less you're likely to reach for food or wine or whatever it may be when you're feeling emotionally overwhelmed. It's really good practice to expand your capacity to feel. And I'm not talking just about emotions that most people label negative, like anger or sadness or lonely. Sometimes if we don't have practice with expanding our capacity to feel, it can actually feel overwhelming to feel things like love and joy as well. And so expanding your capacity to feel all of the beautiful array of emotions actually makes you better able to receive things like love and joy and feeling ecstatic and all those things without tamping it down with food or wine or whatever. Okay? So that's the first reason. The second reason is that fully feeling your feelings allows you to detox negative emotions. And that's because your body is so wise, and your body keeps pushing these feelings to the surface because it wants to detox these emotions from your body once and for all. But what most of us do is we go, oh my God, this is really uncomfortable. I don't want to sit here and feel lonely for 2 hours. I'm just going to drink some wine instead. Or I don't want to feel anger at, my relative who made a rude comment about my weight at the holiday party. So instead I'm going to go stuff my face with some pumpkin pie. We've all done it. I've done it too. But what happens with that is the emotion can't be detoxed from the body and released. And so you're actually making it worse for yourself because the body keeps trying to push it to the surface so you will detox, because that's your body's amazing function, is to detox toxic crap out of your system. The third reason ties in with the first two. So if you remember my last video from a couple of weeks ago, we talked about detoxing your money situation, and we talked about how important this is because it expands your ability to receive abundance. The same thing happens with fully feeling your feelings. When you fully feel your feelings, or as I not so modestly like to say, when you fully sit in your shit, you actually expand your capacity to feel. And because you're detoxing some of these feelings from your body, you're leaving more room to receive really good stuff. So that's my tip for you today. And I have one last bit of homework. Because I know we're in the holiday season and there's so many parties going on, I want you to be a brave, courageous, powerful woman. And I want you to go to your holiday parties that you normally sometimes cringe and are a little afraid. And I want you to use these parties as an opportunity to expand your capacity. So if you're at a party and somebody says something rude to you, as some relative eventually does, right? I want you to take a moment, go into the bathroom, take a deep breath, allow that feeling to wash over your body. Take some deep breaths because you're probably going to feel like, oh, I'm so angry at this person. And I just want you to take deep breaths and say, it's okay. It's okay to have this feeling. It's okay to experience this emotion. I'm expanding my capacity so I can have more abundance for things like love and joy and money too. Okay? All right. So have a fabulous day. I have to run to the airport now, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.